All right, please mute your lines, guys. Please mute your lines. This is actually a recording for one of the products, so make sure you mute the line. Let me see. Hold on. Let me manage participants. Yes, everybody mute your line because this is actual recording for the product. All right, cool. Let's see. I might have to lock this. Disable. No. Okay. All right. Welcome, everybody. It's Dominique Barber here, and I am doing a live presentation of the 10K per month blueprint. All right. And the reason I am doing this because I'm going to honestly show you a real live, example of what it takes to literally make $10,000 per month online. And, if you don't know this, I struggled online for a long time and nobody gave me a blueprint. So just a warning to anybody who is on here and they really want to make $10,000 per month, it doesn't fall out the sky. I will say that. It does not fall out the sky. Everybody who's making $10,000 a month is doing the things that other people are not willing to do, okay? They're very simple. That's the good news. But it's a matter of, people have roadblocks in their, daily lives, distractions, maybe all types of things people may be going through that is hindering them from their success. And a lot of it has to do with mindset, and a lot of it has to do with willingness to learn. So once you learn this blueprint, you will literally have no excuses, okay? No excuses, okay? So let me show you the first part. All right. If I can get the slide to go. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right. So the first thing is preparation. You must really know what you want and you must have it written down. And a lot of people, when I teach and train people, I teach them that they must write down their goals. They must know what they want. And some people just think it's just like, oh, she's just saying that. And actually myself, when I used to watch successful people, because I didn't have a mentor at first, they used to say, know what you want, all these things. I'm just like, okay, I want to skip that part. Just teach me what I need to do, right? If you skip that part, what's going to happen is everything that is in your reality right now, at this moment, everything you have is a representation of all of your habits, your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, all of those things. And you literally have created your reality. So once you write it down and once you get very clear on what you want, if you have ever bought like a new car, once you get that car, you start seeing that car everywhere. And it's called something like the reticular activating system in your brain, which makes you it makes you focus on the things that you're familiar with. So if you're familiar with not doing income producing activities, if you're familiar with not doing the things that you need to do, then it's going to keep happening. So once you know your goal, what happens is your mind begins to set off that reticular activating system, and it makes you focus on what you actually want. So you have to be very, very clear. The clearer that you are, the more you will notice it in your reality. The more you will do to make it happen in your reality. So if you want to make $10,000 a month, and the mindset of a person who makes $10,000 a month, I used to make $10,000 a month last year. And now my biggest month was this year, and I made over $60,000, and the month is still not over yet with different, streams or whatever. But mostly, you all who are in ACC, those were the actual numbers. So you must know what you want and have it written down. So if you want to make $10,000 a month, in the mindset of a $10,000 per month person, you must take their mindset. When I wanted to make $10,000 a month, what happened to me, I broke it down into weeks. So the $10,000 divided by 4 weeks in a month, what is that? $2,500. Now you know what you need to make per week. Once you know that, the universe says, oh, okay, Johnny, Sue, Beth, they starting to break it down what they want. So now it starts to get closer to manifesting. The second thing is you need to know how much you need to make per day. Okay, once you know how to make it, once you know what to make per day, now you need to see what lever you are on and the system to see how many sales that you need to generate to get that. So if you want to make $2,500 per week, that's about, if you're working 7 days a week, that's about $350 something. You really want to get a calculator and write it down. You don't want to say that's about. You really want to write it down. I just don't know it offhand because that's not my goal anymore. I've surpassed that. If you want to know if you're doing it 5 days a week, that's $500 a day. If you're on the $500, that's only one sale per day. And I'm saying only because once you know how to do it, it becomes very, very easy. The reason that people hate the bad word recruiting, okay, is like I said, it's because of the rejection makes people feel bad. And they don't know how to, the skills to make that. So if you don't know something, it makes you feel bad when you're trying to do something and it's not getting anywhere. So it makes you feel bad. Now they have tied that feeling with, I don't like recruiting. But once you figure out how to do it, it becomes easy. It's really, really, I say easy now because like I was the worst case scenario. Can somebody please take this off the thing? Stop writing on the thing. Like I'm recording this. Please just, whoever's doing this, please erase it or something. Thank you, because I'm recording this. So, yes. So once you figure out what you need to make per day, you need to know, you need to say it over and over again and write it down. Hold on 1 second, I need to mute something. All right. The next thing after that, can you take the writing off? Can you take the writing off, whoever is doing it, like all of the writing? I don't know who's doing this part. Does anybody know how to get this writing off? Okay. So after that, you're going to have to set the 30, 60, 90, 6 months, 1 year, 3 year, and 5 year goals. Okay. As you can see, a lot of this is really getting into the mindset. If you're not making $10,000 per month, I'm pretty sure you may or may not have your 30-day goal, your 60-day goal, your 90-day goal, 6 months, 1 year, 3 year, and 5 years. You have to get very particular in that. All right. The next thing you want to do is create your vision board. I actually have a 3-dimensional vision board. And the reason you want a vision board is because your mind works in pictures. Your mind literally works in pictures. Once you can see it, like Steve Harvey said, he said, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. If you cannot see it in your mind and hold it, then it's going to be very hard for you to hold it in your hand. If you're not specific on what you want to make per day, then you're like basically a sailor who is just hoping to get across the sea with no navigation. They don't know their calculations or anything. That's pretty much what's happening. So it's going to make it very, very hard for you to manifest that, okay? And the key to manifestation is knowing what you want and being as specific as possible. As you can see, the next step is be specific. Be very, very specific because your mind is basically going to, attract the things that you're specific on, okay? So the next thing is you need to have a strong why. And I used to hear this all the time when I was doing like MLMs and stuff, and they would talk and they would say, you need to have a strong why and this and that. And I'm like, a strong why? It really needs to be a strong why. It has to be a why that's inspirational to you, and it will make you do what it takes, okay? And the reason you need that because you have to have a long-term attitude. When you're doing something like this and you're trying to make $10,000 per month, you literally have to break the inertia, because you have to get those exposures out. So you have to have a long-term attitude, and the longer that you do it, the more leverage that it will create, and the faster you'll be able to actually make $10,000 to $100,000, $200,000 per month once you have that long-term attitude and you break inertia. And the reason you want to have a strong why is because you have to be prepared for BS. It's going to be a lot of BS in this industry. It's a lot of BS. It's a lot of crazy people. It's a lot of people who are going to call you a scam artist. They're going to say all type of crazy stuff. I've had people even call me a scam or say what I was doing with a scam, and they didn't even know the name of it. Like crazy stuff like that. And if you're not prepared for the BS, you're not going to know that that's going to happen, and you're going to be like, oh no, and you're going to want to quit in like 2 days. Whoever is writing on a thing, please stop writing on a thing. Please stop writing on a thing, or whoever that is, because yeah, thank you. So you got to be prepared for the BS, because people are going to come at you sideways, front ways, cross-eyed, all kind of crazy stuff. It's just going to be crazy. So I just want to prepare you to know it's not going to be flowers and all these things. You think $10,000 a month is like, oh, I'm balling. You got to deal with some crazy stuff to get there. I'm just preparing you right now, because there's people who have been in a week and they're like, I haven't got any sales yet, and it's just like, you don't get it. You don't get it. You see what I'm saying? If you're saying I don't have a sales and you've been in a week, you do not get it. That is not how it works. I'll show you. I don't want to get onto that. So the next step is, let me press this. All right, so hold on, I don't know, how do you minimize this? All right, so the next step is mindset. All $10,000 per month is a complete mindset. I'm telling you, it's a mindset. 90% of it is a mindset, okay? You have to have the right mindset, and I say that all the time, because this is the first thing. You have to have belief in yourself, okay? You literally have to have belief in yourself. And I was reading the Bible today, and he was talking to a man whose child was trying to throw himself in the fire, throw himself and drown him. He was possessed. And, Jesus came and he was just like, how long has this been going on? And he was like, ever since he was a little kid. And he was just like, okay, well, the man was like, can I do this? He was like, can you help me? And he was like, can I? Do you believe that I can? And he was like, oh, and he switched himself up and he said, yes, I believe. Help me believe. And then he did it. What that represented was the belief is the most powerful thing. That's why I say faith is so important. If you do not believe that you can make $10,000 per month, you will never make $10,000 a month. Okay? If you do not believe you can make $10,000 a month, nothing that I can tell you and teach you in the rest of this presentation will help you, okay? Because I can show you the tactics. I can show you how to get leads. I can show you how to recruit. But if you do not believe it in your heart of hearts that you can make $10,000 a month, you will sabotage yourself, and people will be repelled from you. You will get unlimited rejection, and you will not understand why. Because if you understand the law of vibration, the law of attraction, if you don't believe in yourself, how can other people believe to join you? You get what I'm saying? So that's the first step. The next step is inspiration. You have to wake up and be inspired. If you do not wake up and be inspired, if you don't find anything to inspire you or motivate you to get up and go get it, you will not do anything for the day. Okay, so you have to move from inspiration. You need something that's going to inspire you. My inspiration was that I was flat broke. I was married. I felt like my husband couldn't help me. Nobody could help me. And I was very depressed because I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have any financial help. And it was very depressing to me. And then when I said, if it's going to happen, it's going to be up to me. Okay. And I moved from a state of pain. But I said, I know one thing every day. I said, I know one thing, that if there's other people out here making $10,000 a month and some of them don't have a high school diploma, why in the heck can't I do it? And that's the same thing for you. And I always thought of that. I'm like, these people making $10,000 a month online. Like, if I just figure out what they're doing and do it, then I can do it. But if you are lazy, if you're not willing to do income producing activities daily and consistently, you won't be able to make it because you're not doing what they do. So how can you have what they have? You can't skip over, okay? Like the next step is willingness to do what it takes, okay? Willingness to do what it takes. Like me, I do Facebook marketing. I do YouTube marketing, okay? When I train my people, I teach them to do videos. I teach them to follow the content formula online, which I will show you. But here's the thing. If they're not willing to do that, then they need to cut their income in half, because they don't want to do what I do. So how you can't make the income I'm making if you're not doing what I'm doing, unless you find somebody else who's doing it a different way. And I guarantee you, they're probably working harder than me, doing harder things than me. I'm giving you the shortcut. But if you're not willing to do what it takes, don't expect to make the income of the people. And that's what it doesn't make any sense when people are like jealous or weird, or they're mad at people who are having success, but they're not willing to do what they're doing. So you can't get mad. Okay, if you're not willing to learn and take action, then they can't get mad. They need to sit down. You see what I'm saying? The next step is you have to have emotional control and learn the law of attraction. Okay, this is one of the biggest secrets that I have. I am a law of attraction practitioner. So I know how to manifest things with my mind. You may think that's probably weird or something like that, but the thing is, I know the law of attraction. I've studied it. I've had courses on it and all those things, so I know how to manifest, right? And a lot of it has to do with your emotions. Yes, 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 yes. A lot of people don't understand that their emotions, okay, are directing them to what they have today. So when I was depressed and I could not figure out for the life of me why my life was spinning in circles and everything was crazy, and it just seemed like nothing went right, and I was always broke every year, broke, every year, couldn't understand it. But once I figured out my emotions, there's actually an emotional scale. We're going to put that in the 250 level. I'm going to show you the emotional scale and the basics of the law of attraction. I'm going to put a video back there in your back office. We're adding products as we go. And it actually shows you how your emotions are dictating your life. And people think when they get angry, it's just like, oh, I'm angry. No. When you're angry, what's actually happening is you're setting a vibration. Everything is frequency. Everything is light. You're either vibrating at a high frequency or a low frequency, okay? So when you're sad, if you feel like you're not worth anything and you're trying to recruit, especially, that goes through the computer, it goes through the phone, and people can sense and discern right at the bad of eye. So it's very important that you learn the law of attraction and how your emotions. And a good book that you can write down is Asking It Is Given by Abraham Hicks. And she explains how your feelings are causing you to either manifest what you want or manifest what you don't want. And law of attraction in general, you might want to take that up as a new learn, thing, because it really helps you understand what's going on with your life. So the next thing is the becoming factor. Like, for example, people who are new online or they have never made money online, they have to understand that it's certain skills that you have to learn. There's certain things that you have to do. The only reason you don't have $10,000 a month is simply because you just have to learn the skills of a person who makes $10,000 a month. You have to learn the mindset of what they're doing, okay? And once you become more, because we were all born with greatness within us, we just have to unlock it. But if you're not searching, and if you're not asking, if you're not researching, if you're not seeking, then how can you find it? If you're just joining a program, but you're not getting your skills together, you're going to fail in everything you do. So even if you're not in ACC and you go to the next program, you're going to bring those same skills. And that is why I am putting these type of things in the training, because you remember that 97% failure rate that's going online? That's so many people. That's a huge market for you, because they don't understand the mindset. Once you learn these things, you'll be able to be the authority figure and know more than them. And they're going to want to be and join you because you have the answers. You get what I'm saying? So you have to become more, learn more, and do more. The next thing is you have to have a hustle muscle. You have to have some work ethic, okay? And doing the right things, okay? Some people think they're like, I'm posting, I'm doing this, and I'm going to show you what's the right thing soon. You got to have some type of hustle. You got to have some work ethic, because anybody making $10,000 a month, trust me, they are getting it in, okay? So that's very important. Build up a hustle muscle and work ethic. The next thing is intention, all right? You must set your intention, okay? You must set your intention, and your intention is very important. It's after you write your goals, okay, you have your intention. Intention is very powerful. Intention is when you see something before it happens. It's like you're commanding, like you are commanding, because we all were made to have dominion over the world, and we have this power called intention. Whatever you say is going to happen, that is what's going to happen. Whatever you say was going to happen, that is what's going to happen. That's why when people tell me they hate recruiting or they don't know how to recruit, they are literally speaking their reality. That means they are not going to do anything to learn, because they just told their mind that they can't do it and they don't like it. So it's going to avoid it at all costs. And recruiting is the highest paid skill in the industry. Okay, so you must set an intention. What is your intention? What is your goal? Was it $500 a day? Was it $100 a day? You need to speak your intention. You must set that intention. All right, you must do it daily and consistently. I have all of my short-term goals and all of my long-term goals. I have mid-term goals. And every day I get up and I set my intention for the day. Even though I wrote it a while back, I look at it every day and I say, I intend, I'm going to do this, okay? So you must do it daily and consistently. The money is in the consistency. Okay, you can do it for 7 days, but if you don't do it over and over and over again, you're gonna go back to the same thing you've been doing already, get you the same results that you've already had. Okay, so the third step is you want to be prepared to strategize and test. Okay, you want to be prepared to strategize and test, and that means if you talk to 20 people, how many people joined? If you talk to 50 people, how many people join? You have to be able to evaluate what you are doing so that you can scale up when it's time. All right, so now this is the mindset strategy. Remember I said 90% of this is in your mind? It is. You literally control your mind, or your mind controls you, okay? You want to be the one controlling your mind. Now, what I say is you must train and command your mind daily. This is non-negotiable, all right? You must train and command your mind daily, non-negotiable. This is non-negotiable. That means you can't not do this and get to 10K per month, all right? You have to train your mind because, like I said, the results you have today is based on what you have trained your mind to do, or you are a slave to your mind because you can't get up and do it and tell your mind what to do so you can get different results. Okay, so when I say command your mind, this is what I'm talking about. If you believe in God or whatever, if you don't, that's fine. But I start off with prayer, because everything that I am now is based on me believing that God helped me and he's going to be there for me, and that is where I get my strength from. So whoever you believe in, pray to them and get your strength from them. It's all in the mind. The next, because I asked for help too. I asked for help for the day. I asked for help with setting my goals, help with all of my areas in life. I start with prayer. So that sets the tone for the day. All right. The next thing is affirmations and commandments. Affirmations are very, very powerful when you do them right. Okay. Affirmations are very powerful when you do them right. I've been saying affirmations for a very long time, over a year now, consistently. Yes, I have missed a couple of days, but when I was really trying to get to 10K per month, I was saying those affirmations. And when I say commandments, I call a commandment is when you scream an affirmation and you tie emotion to it. Remember I told you about your emotions are your secret weapon? When you tie emotion to it, then they activate. They really, really activate. When you can be grateful for what you have now, then you'll be able to have more. Whatever you are not grateful for, then you cannot have more of anything in that realm. So if you're not grateful for the money that you have right now, if you're not truly grateful and you're always complaining about the money that you don't have or this and that, then what's going to happen is that's a clue. Like you can't manifest more because you're not even grateful for what you have. And if you're not using your funds correctly, how can you be blessed with more? Because it's like you're not prepared for all of this abundance. Like me, I wasn't prepared really to make $54,000 in a few months when I first like made it, got a bunch of money last year. 54,000, I lost it all. So are you prepared? You really have to be prepared and understand how to put your money in and be prepared for what you want. So you have to command and speak life over yourself. Like I said, the next thing is control your emotions. You must control your emotions. And I'm so serious, because if you go throughout the day and you're mad and you're pissed and this and that, the next day you're going to be mad and pissed again, because you attracting more of the same to you. Okay, that's very important. You have to control your emotions, and you have to stay at a high vibration, because people want to join people at a higher vibration than them. If you get on the phone with somebody every day and they're talking about all this crap that's going on and this and that, right? You're going to start feeling lower and lower and lower and lower until you match their vibration. And then it's like, oh, yeah. You see what I'm saying? But if you're talking to someone who's always upbeat, they're always positive, they're always speaking life and this and that, you want to call them all the time because you like them. You like being around them. That's how you want to be, because that's your attraction factor, attraction marketing. You want to be the attraction factor to where you walk in a room and everybody's turn because they feel your vibration like, who is that? Because everybody's so negative all the time, and you're the positivity that comes in the room. I guarantee you those people are going to turn and be like, oh, wow, who just walked in the room? You have to be that way, because people can tell your frequency, even though they might not realize they're picking up your frequency. Meditations, okay? Meditation is very important as well. You must be able to learn, like I have meditation things in the group, in the file section, so that you can prepare your mind, okay? Like I'm saying, a lot of stuff, as you can see, is mindset. I prepare my mind, and a lot of people don't do this. They just wake up. You know, they're like, okay, I'm about to do my little business thing. Let me post some ads. They don't have any intention, so they just accept whatever happens throughout the day. You don't want to be that person. You want to be the person that gets up, knows what they want, and is ready to go and get it. And you commanded the day before you started. All right? So the more consistent and emotionally tied you are, the faster it will manifest. So say you want to make $10,000 per month. You have to really take a second and think, what if you made $10,000 next month? What if you made $10,000 in the next 60 days? What if you made it in the next 90 days or less? What if? Okay? Think about it. How would you feel? What would you do? How would you feel? What would you do? How would you feel? That is the key. That feeling of making $10,000 a month, that is the frequency that you have to vibrate at today so that you can be attracted. Remember I said like attract like? Whatever you are vibrating at, that's what you will attract. So if you're vibrating at an emotional frequency on a consistent basis of $10,000 per month, what's going to happen is you're going to begin to manifest it. It's going to start to find you. It's going to start finding people to meet you and situations to meet you, and your reality is going to change. And it's going to become $10,000 a month. But what happens is people are still on a vibration of, I don't make enough money. I can't barely pay my bills. You operate on that frequency, then that's what you're going to keep seeing in your life. And people don't understand that, and they keep doing it over and over and over. So you always want to reach for your best thought. Now, even if you do not believe in yourself, which a lot of people don't believe in themselves, you'd be surprised. That's why you have to learn these things so you can be that attraction factor. Most people don't believe in themselves. They don't believe that they can make $10,000 a month. But if you're the one who is pouring life into everybody, and you're the one who's helping people and giving value to people, what's going to happen is they're going to be attracted to you, and you're going to be able to help them. But if you can't help yourself, how can you help others? And if you keep doing all of these things, the meditation, the affirmation, all these things, what's going to happen is it's going to become real. It's going to become a real belief. You're going to start being like, maybe I can do this. It's going to turn from, I can't do this, I don't think I can do this. You start doing those affirmations. Boom, boom, boom. I am a leader. I am amazing. I am the bomb. You know what I mean? Once you start doing that, you're going to start believing like, maybe I am amazing. Maybe I can do this. And then eventually it's going to be like, I can do this. I know I can do this. I got this. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to start attracting people, and it's going to become your belief. You're going to manifest it. Now, here's the thing that a lot of people don't like to hear. You must fail to be able to get to 10K per month. Because right now, if you're not at 10K per month, you don't really know how to talk to people. And the reason you don't know how to talk to people is because you never learn. But once you learn, you're going to begin to talk to people, and you're going to start seeing different situations. You're going to see, I could have did this better. I could have did that better. The more you do it, boom, 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 bam. And eventually you're going to say, oh, okay, I know how to get over this objection. I know how to get over this objection. But a lot of people don't get to the point where they did it long enough to even, or they not learning it. They just doing what they've been doing and expecting better results. That's the worst thing you could do. Keep doing what you've been doing, okay, after somebody done told you the right way, and then you expect to make 10K a month. That's just unlogical, okay? So you must fail. You got to, sorry. You got to fail. This is the shortcut, though, okay? You must do it. You must learn. You must fail some more and do some more. And then you just keep doing that, doing the right things, okay? That's the way. So the more inexperienced you are, this is the thing. If you're like really, really new, or you never made money online, the more inexperienced you are, the longer it will take, okay? Because you got to get some skin in the game. Everybody got to get that. Everybody who made $10,000 a month had to get like, oof, they got some bruises. I'm gonna tell you that they got some bruises. I got some bad bruises that I don't even want to think about. But this is a shortcut. This is a shortcut. I can tell you that. But you are going to get bruised up. You're going to have to deal with some crazy stuff. So at least I'm warning you so you won't say, this is too much for me. That's what a lot of people say. They say, this is just too much for me. They can't handle it because their mind is not prepared. Nobody told them that this was going to happen, so they don't know. So now it's time to get into action. If you have wrote down, the mindset that you need, that's very important, okay? Now it's time for action, because you always start with the mindset. So when it's time for action, you be prepared. So know your target market and get to 5K friends. Some people come to me. The first thing, if you came to me and you said, I don't feel like I'm getting the results that I want, I will immediately go to your page. So if you ever ask me that, just know I'm going to your page. I'm going to look at your friends list, because I do Facebook marketing, and I teach Facebook and YouTube. That's my specialty. All right. And if you're doing Facebook marketing, I'm going to look directly on your friends list. If you're doing Instagram, I'm going to look on your friends list or look at your followers. Okay. You really need to understand your target market. That is one of the biggest things. You need to understand target market. Like, who is your target market? And you need to get to 5,000 friends. Okay. Because if you're posting all day on your wall, and a lot of people post on their wall, they really think they're doing something. They're like, I'm posting every day. I'm working my butt off. I'm posting every day. But nobody's asking for info. You're not really engaging with anybody. And then you don't have enough friends. It's basically if you don't have 2,500 to 5,000 friends, it's basically like you are basically in the forest saying, who want to join my opportunity? That's what it's like. That's really what it's like. Because you don't have, who are you talking to? Facebook limits the reach of people, okay, already enough. So if you just posting saying, join me now, y'all, I got the best thing since sliced bread, I got the best thing, and then you got like 500 friends, you got 1,000 friends. I started off with 1,000 friends, and I was sucking. I was a hot mess, y'all. I had 1,000 friends that was all family members who doubted this and doubted that, closed-minded. And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even know nothing about target marketing, 5,000 friends. But then I found out, as soon as, if you're coachable and you see this, you're going to say, oh, okay, I don't have 2,500 friends. I don't have 5,000 friends. I need to work on that every day. Okay? Now, the other thing is target market. I want to tell you who the real target market is. If you're online and you're trying to make money, it's people who are into personal development. People who take personal responsibility over their lives. People who are ready to take it to the next level. People who have already been in a network marketing business who may have failed. People who are already in a network marketing business in general. That's your target market. That's actually your target market. Once I found this out, I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So I have a bunch of friends on my friends list who are entrepreneurs. And people wonder why I get so much engagement, because I'm talking to my target market. If you just got a bunch of family and friends who not about nothing and they this and that, and you just got a low amount of friends, you gotta work on that. Okay, you gotta work on that. That's your action steps. Now the next thing is lead generation. If you don't have any leads, you don't have a business. If you're not generating at least 10 leads a day, 5 leads, or at least 2 or something, you don't have a business. Okay, lead generation is very important. All right, how do you get leads though? You need to understand how to get leads. Leads are basically people who are, they could leads, people on your friends list are leads, just so you know. Those are leads. People in work from home groups, those are leads. You can even go comment on you can even search network marketing companies and go comment on their YouTube videos and say, hey, send me some info, give me more information, or friend me on Facebook. Now you have an entrepreneurial friend. You see what I'm saying? You have to be able to generate leads. Once you make a post and nobody's responding to you, you basically just post it and you didn't get any leads. Lead generation is everything. You need to write that down. That's a huge skill. Once you learn how to get leads, I'm telling you, people will be so attracted to you because they suck at getting leads. All right? So the other thing is, if you want to get to 10K per month, if you have ever been in MLM, I'm not trying to downgrade MLM or anything. I love it. I started with MLM. But I'm just saying, you need a city to build an MLM. And if you can't even recruit, then it's going to be very hard. The 10K per month in an MLM is going to take way longer than affiliate marketing and 100% commissions. That's why I created this, because I was even doing MLM and I was even more skilled than a lot of people, and it was hard for me. It was so hard for me. And I was just like, oh my goodness, if it's hard for me, like my team was struggling, and I was just like, I could not take it. So you want to focus, if you're going to get to 10K per month, of course you can do MLM. It's a 3 to 5 year plan. Just understand that. It's nothing wrong with MLM. It's just a 3 to 5 year plan. I'm talking about 10K per month as fast as possible. This is 100% commission, is the fastest way, because you can generate, $10,000 in sales in an MLM, but you're not getting $10,000. You probably get $500, maybe. I'm telling you, that was my issue. I was like, I'm making all this money for these companies, generating $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000 in profits for the company, but I'm getting paid pennies on the dollar. And then I got to deal with a whole bunch of crazy people who don't want to listen. And I was like, whoa. The reason I like 100% commission, because you literally can take personal responsibility. And it's based on what you do. You see what I'm saying? I'm okay with being based on what I do, because I know that I'm going to go out and get it. So you want to set your intention daily and have your goals broken down. I already explained that. It's very, very important. A lot of things that I'm saying, I'm really compressing it. So literally everything that I'm saying is very, very important. I'm not just saying it just to say it. I'm saying it because I'm giving you the shortcut. So once you hit a goal, you want to celebrate and re-strategize until you are satisfied. So for example, I recommend that people start off with a goal that they're used to making already. So if you're used to making $2,000 a month at your job, that can be your first goal, to replace your income. Anybody who can replace their income, come on now, they're going to be a happy camper. And your subconscious is used to you making a certain amount. So once you start off with replacing your current income, and then your middle section is maybe doubling your current income, and then after that, $10,000 per month, those are real goals. Like, that's how I set my goals. That's how I started setting off my goal. My first goal was $1,000, just so I could pay my rent and all my bills. I only needed $1,000. You know what I mean? And that's how I started. And then I said, once I do that, I'm going to double it. And then I kept doing it until I got to 10,000. And then I was saying all these numbers. I never said 60,000. That's the crazy part. I never said that yet. I said 100,000 after I hit $50,000 in 1 month. I said, well, let me go to 100,000. But this is the thing, like, you have to celebrate. Once you hit a goal, you pat yourself on the back. You just look in the mirror and say, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. Sometimes you have to just have an intimate relationship with yourself and really love yourself. Understand that you control your whole destiny. So you really need to, like, look in the mirror sometimes and say, like, I love you. Like, whatever we've been through, like, we just gonna leave that in the past. I forgive you. Okay, I forgive myself. I love you. And we're going to make this life great. And one of my favorite affirmations is, why does things seem to work out so well for me? I love that affirmation because a lot of people say, I have the worst luck. They'll say they have the worst luck. But I love saying, why do things seem to work out so well for me? I love it because it makes me feel so good, and it makes me change my brain to understand, like, to find the good in things. And it makes my reality is like all these good things happening to me. So you want to set a 90-day compression date. Like, you want to do a 90-day run. Anybody who's making $10,000 a month, they compress time, okay? It's way easier to make money fast than slow. You can go and talk to 2 people a day for a whole year, okay? If you want to, that's fine. But like I said, when you do a 90-day 10K run, let me tell you something. You want to set a goal of 25 to 75 exposures a day for 90 days. And you may say, how in the heck can I have 75 exposures in a day? That's crazy. You may say that. Okay, that's fine. But once you get your skills together, say you did a webinar and 100 people showed up or 50 people showed up, and you're just teaching them how to get leads easy, how to get 10 leads a day. There's so many people who don't know how to do that, and they will show up. Anybody want to learn how to make 10 leads a day? If you're following the strategy and you got to your target market of 5,000 friends, see, I'm not talking out the side of my mouth, okay? It's a strategy to my madness. And you have your target market. Remember the target market? You got 5,000 friends. You following the formula, you get to 5,000 friends. Like I was for 90 days. I made sure, I was like, I'm getting the 5,000 friends. I would look behind my back at Aaron and I would say, oh my gosh, I got 100 more friends. I got 200 more friends. And when I got to 5,000 friends, I was like, Aaron, I got to 5,000 friends. And he was looking at me like, what is she talking about? Because I've been doing this for 6 years. My husband just got in the game about a year ago. He finally got convinced. Once I started making $10,000 a month and 15,000, 20, 30, 40, 50, he was like, oh no, I got to get some of this. So I told him I got to 5,000 friends. He was just like, okay. To the normal person, that's just like, okay. But once they targeted, they entrepreneurs, you know what I mean? Those are the best people, because once I show you the advanced training, oh my gosh, this is the basics. The advanced training that I'm gonna show you, that's gonna be $20,000 a month. That's gonna be $30,000 a month. And my mentor, he's a 7-figure earner. Okay, he told me if I can show you guys how to make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month, then I can make 7 figures. So we got a great deal. I don't mind showing you guys that because I know I'm gonna get to my goal if I help you guys get your goal. So the next formula is the $20,000 per month, where you really, that's a whole nother level. I'm just gonna say that. That's a whole nother level. And once you do that, people are really, really looking at you like, oh my gosh, like it's gonna be so many people trying to join you. It's not gonna make no sense. So set a goal for 25 exposures a day for 90 days if you want to get to $10,000 per month. Then after your 90-day run, okay, you do 10, 20, or 30 leads a day, 5 days a week. And you want to use the tools. When I say use the tools, when you're explaining something to somebody, you shouldn't be explaining everything about the program. You should never be explaining everything about the program. You let the tools do the talking, and you just follow up. So the next thing is, what is an exposure? When I say 10, 20, 30 leads a day, when I say 25 to 75 exposures, I really need you to know what an exposure is, because this is why people will come to me and say, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong, because they're not doing exposures. They think just because they're posting on their wall that they're doing exposures. Posting on your wall is basically passive marketing, and I'll talk about that. An exposure is when someone has actually saw a presentation. That's an exposure. If you're posting on your wall and nobody commented, you didn't do any exposures for the day. So if you're, like I said, you have to do exposures. Remember, an exposure is the biggest paid income producing activity. And then follow up, of course, this is second to mindset. Okay, exposures is if they saw a presentation, okay, and you followed up with them and you said, did you get to see the presentation? What did you like best? If they say no, you did not expose them. And I just said 25 to 75 exposures a day. Okay. The next thing is you want to follow the attraction marketing content formula, which I'm going to show you. Okay. You want to do 1 video a week. or webinar a week until you are doing 2 to 5 a week. When I say webinar, that's more of advanced type of things, but it's well worth it if you want to make more than $10,000 a month. Do 1 video a week until you are doing 2 to 5 a week, and that includes lives or YouTube videos. The stuff that I'm showing you here is literally free marketing. You can get to $10,000 a month without spending any marketing money, okay? So learn funnels and email marketing to build a list of 10K subscribers. When I say that, that's what, you know, have you ever seen somebody have a capture page and you put your email in and then they have this other stuff? I want to show you guys some really cool things because I've been branding myself for a while now, and I want to show you guys how to do that, how you are looked at as a person who is authority. When you have a capture page and then it goes to you, okay, you actually having like some type of short video and you're explaining blah, 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 and you're saying how excited you are and you're making yourself look like the authority figure. I'm going to show you how to make $10,000 per month. I'm going to show you how to make $100 to $300 a day. I'm going to show you how to get leads. I'm going to show you how to do this and that. You look like an authority figure. And then you show them the presentation. I'm going to show you how to do a funnel and then get to 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 subscribers equals you're set for life. $10,000 a month. So you want to give value daily. The real, one of the biggest secrets that I have is I give a lot of value. And in order to be able to give value, you must be able to learn and do, and you must be able to learn. What value are you going to give if you're not learning anything and you're not doing anything? Like, nobody's going to want to join you. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't understand that when I was trying to learn how to recruit. The reason people weren't wanting to join me because they wanted to join the plug. They wanted to join the person who knew what they were doing, all that stuff. You have to become a person like that. And even if you're not making money, you can give value to make it seem like you're an authority figure, not like trying to trick people or anything. But once you're learning things that they don't know and you're becoming an authority figure in your niche, and our niche, okay, are people who make money online. You must understand what their problems are. If you don't know the problems of the market and the pains of the market, you are going to have a hard time giving value. Like, what are your pains? Just think about, what are your pains? Do you know how to get leads? Do you know how to recruit? Are you tired of harassing friends and family? Are you, all of these things you want to learn so you can be able to give the value and be looked at as an authority figure. So the next thing is the team strategy. In these type of things, you always are going to be building a team. Okay. The way to get to 10K a month is you want to find at least 2 to 5 leaders who are willing to follow the same plan, and you will be easily at 6 figures. All you need is 2 to 5 leaders. Okay. If you can recruit 20 people, you got 2 leaders on your team. I'm sure of it. All you have to do is build them up. If you can recruit 40 people, telling you they're going to start emerging. Okay. So now to get to 7 figures, you must find 6 to 10 leaders who are willing to follow the same plan, and you will be at 7 figures. That's why I'm going to be at 7 figures by next year or the next year after that, because I'm building up leaders. My target market is people who are ready to be leaders. That's my target market. I don't have time to be dealing with people who just complain about everything and aren't willing to do anything. I could care less. I have compassion, but I'm not going to waste my time on them because they're going to waste your time. Trust me. They're going to waste your time. They're going to complain about this. They're going to complain about that, and you're going to be drained. Like, I used to be drained. I used to be stressed out because I was trying to help people who wasn't trying to help themselves. It's a big difference. Trust me, it's a big difference. It's a big difference, and I don't deal with people like that. If they're going to complain and they're not going to do what they need to do, then I'm going to say, okay, that's fine. Then I'm just not going to work with you because I don't want to deal with that. I got too much stuff. I have 3 small children, and you have to be able to protect yourself from people who are literally like vampires who want to suck your freaking blood and just suck all of the life out of you and don't want to do anything for their lives. And I have a big problem with that. Like, don't complain to me if you're not willing to do nothing about it. Like me, I'm the sweetest person ever, but my mentor had to teach me that. He said, you have such a big heart, but at the same time, don't let people drain you. And that's what I was letting people do. I was letting people drain me, and they weren't even worth the time. You see what I'm saying? And you have to understand the difference between the person who is going to drain you and the person who's going to do something about their lives. You see what I'm saying? And I understand that people The thing is, I still have compassion for the people who don't want to do anything for their lives. But at the same time, I just understand that they have more struggling to do. They have to really be at their breaking point in order to wake up and do something. And they're not at that point, but they just want to suck and drain your life. So you really have to be prepared for that. All right. So this is a 2 to 3 year plan to $100,000 per month. Like I said, would you be willing to shovel manure for 2 years if you can make $100,000 a month? If you are willing to get your mindset right every day, do your affirmations, do your prayer, set your intentions every day, set your goals, set your 30-day, 60-day, 90-day goals, okay? Your 1 year goal, your 2 year goal, your 3 year goal, your 5 year goals. If you're willing to do that and take the action steps, okay, you'll be at $100,000 per month. But if you're not willing to, okay, and you're not willing to get the leads and build your friends list up and do the videos that you need to do, then just keep doing what you have already done and get the results that you already have. And you can't be mad at anybody but yourself. Like I said, with your team, you want to have weekly meetings with your team. You want to kind of see where everybody's at, if anybody needs help, because you really want to keep in contact with your team, because what's going to happen is we have a lot of distractions. So when people first join a business, they're like excited. They're like, money, hey, you know what I mean? But as time goes on, and the longer they're not seeing results, you really need to be engaged with your team and kind of plug them in, okay? So you want to have weekly meetings with your team. Now, personal development. Let me tell you a secret. A lot of people think that it's about join me now, join me now, join me now. But really, all of this is a personal development and leadership business wrapped up in a program. That's what it is. Because the people who make the most money are the people who develop the most, get their mindset together. Like the one book I gave out, From the Trash Man to the Cash Man. A lot of people read that book and they were like, I should have been read this book. But if you're not growing, it's just like you're not growing. Like, you just have to grow. Okay, so it's really about personal development. The more you learn how to get leads, the more you learn how to recruit, people are going to be looking up to you. I would have never thought I'm just shocked myself sometimes, because like the growth that I've had, and I just want that for other people. I want them to understand that we all are not perfect, but we can do anything we set our minds to. I dropped out of college, and a lot of my family, they're big on finishing college, and a lot of them can't even find a job. And I didn't want to do college. I just didn't. I hated it. I learned a lot of things, but I just hated it really bad. I hated my job really bad. So I decided to do online. And I love online thing, because when people really understand how this online thing works, when it's really just personal development and learning how to be a leader and learning some skills, it's really fun. I love listening to the success books, because it opens up my mind of the different mindset that people have that we don't have. Okay, so you want to commit to becoming a leader. If you can commit to becoming a leader, trust me. Read books on leadership, like John Maxwell. He's really good at it. John Maxwell, write his name down and start getting his books. Commit to becoming a leader. Read books on network marketing. Read books on how to recruit. They're out there. That's why I said it's important to seek. Because when I didn't have a mentor, all I could do was go on Google. All I could do was go on YouTube. That's all I could do. I didn't have nobody to say. I didn't have anybody to message and say, what do I need to do? I didn't have anybody who would add me to a training group and say, oh, do this, this, and that. I didn't really have that. And if I did, my mindset was so jacked up that I didn't even go through the training. That's another thing. If somebody's giving you a blueprint, you want to go through the blueprint. There's people still in the group who have not went through the blueprint. and I'm not going to force them, and I'm not going to talk about them. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to commit to personal development. So commit to becoming a leader, and it will change your life. Everybody is a leader. Everybody's meant to be a leader, okay? People want to join leaders. I'm telling you, if people see you as an authority figure, that's what's going to make people call you, ring, everything. People want to join leaders. If you could commit to be a leader, everybody's going to want to join you. Do not be the one who never stays plugged in and can't find your back office. Don't be that person, okay? Do not be that person who never looks in a group or never looks for the new trainers or never comes to the training, because you're going to be real confused. And if you're confused, nobody's going to want to join you. And that's another reason why people have a hard time recruiting and they don't like it, because they're confused and they're trying to convince other people to follow them when they're confused too. You see what I mean? It's a whole strategy behind this. You become more so people will be attracted to you. You want to commit to personal development. You should be reading at least one book a month or listen to 20 to 30 minutes a day of audios. If you don't like reading books, I like listening to audios. That's my thing. If you like reading, read the book. If you don't like reading and you rather somebody, read it to you, listen to the audio. They usually have it in audios. And if they don't, and if it's a good book, definitely get the book, okay? Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. I love that book. Oh my gosh. Read books, y'all. Everybody I know who's making $10,000, $20,000, $100,000, $300,000, everybody I know who's making $1 million a month, they are reading books. Everybody who I know is complaining and can't figure out why their life is so bad, they're not reading books. You see the difference? It's a mindset, trust me. And when I say read the books, not have a book in your closet that you never read, not have an audio in your pocket that you never listen to. That's not what I mean. Not I read that book 2 years ago. That's not what I mean. I mean consistently reading at least one or more books a month. It's a consistency thing. It's a big difference between a person who has read a couple of books before than a person who reads one book a month. Big, big difference. Okay? You see what I'm saying? And I really want you to understand that consistency is key. It's a compound effect of you getting better every day. That's what it is. You're getting better as a person every day, so people are going to be attracted to you. They're going to start saying, wow, I remember you. You just completely different. Like when I come around my family, they just like, oh my gosh, give me some money. I'm telling you, like, you just want to become a different person. And I'm excited for you guys, because just because you came to this thing, this is going to be on the $500 level. Even though we have these marks, I apologize for people who coming in and they're on a $500 level. Just know that this was live and people was writing on stuff, because I am not recording this again. I love you, but I'm not recording this again. Yes, and you also this is why I want you to understand what we have at ACC. It's bigger than what you all think. I created this because I was sick of these programs, like taking everybody's money, and they was just having a hard time, and they didn't know what to do, what to say, all of these things, okay? So, like I said, this is all about personal development and leadership. This is what everybody in every company needs. Even if you're promoting, even though we can make a lot of money, when you're promoting and somebody is in a company, you should ask them how big is their team. Okay? What type of training? Do you have good training? Do you know how to get leads? Do you know how to recruit? Because the stuff of that we are going to be showing you guys how to build funnels. Those people don't know squat about that. And what you're going to be able to learn and do, you're going to have what they don't have. So you can literally be, once I show you the 90-day YouTube strategy, I'm telling you, you guys are going to be on fire. I haven't even gotten into everything. The 90-day YouTube strategy is going to be added too. And because, like I said, my specialty is Facebook and YouTube. So I'm going to show you my specialty because that's what I'm good at. And there's going to be some other things about manifestation. It's going to be just a lot of nice, great things. This is going to be a great place to be and make money. So, like I said, you have to truly believe that you can make $10K a month. The moment you begin to believe, the moment it starts to become attractive to you, okay? There's a reason why only 3% of people online are making money. There is a reason why only 3% of people online are making any real money online. And that's because they have the right mindset. They're ready to take action. They have a willingness to be coachable. Coachability is very important because you can learn something and then you just go back and do it your way easily. But you have to understand you're going to get your results. So here's some cool stuff. Like I talked about, building a following and an audience. A lot of people now, they'll come to me and they'll say, well, you have a following, but you have this, but you have that. And I look at them crazy because I'm like, look, I sucked. Okay? I look at them straight crazy. I said, you don't know what I've been through. I had to build from scratch. So a lot of you may not have a following right now. Nobody's listening to you or whatever. I started off like that too. So it's no excuses. Okay? That means that you can make unlimited income. That's a great thing because I started off like that. Now, here's the key. Social media is so freaking powerful. It's so powerful because you get the ability to build rapport with people, and you get to build the ability to find your target market. Like when I was talking about your target market, in the training group, we actually have a basic Facebook training, and it's going to show you how to find entrepreneurs and how to build your friends list up and all that good stuff. That's actually in the file. So like I said, if you're doing your personal development, guys, you're seeing John Maxwell, Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, all of that good stuff. You can go to their fan page and make friends on their page and just be real friends with them. Like, which book are you reading from Tony Robbins? I saw you in a Tony Robbins book. What's your favorite book? That's not pitchy, okay? It's not pitchy at all. Your job is to be a networker, okay? And know your target market. Make friends. Don't try to pitch them right away. You're going through your current network while building your bigger network, okay? So like I said, your social media friends and followers, that's your audience, okay? If you did not know that, that is your audience. Like I told you before, if you're just saying, join me now, and you don't barely have any friends, like I started off, it's like you're in the forest and you're like, everybody join me now, and you're in the freaking forest and nobody's there. That's what you're doing. And I want you to understand that. And a lot of people are frustrated because they don't understand the psychology behind this. You see what I'm saying? So they need to be your target market. Your friends need to be your target market. They need to be people who are taking responsibility of their lives, positive people. Go on their page. You need to go delete the people who are negative. And I had to take 3 days off Facebook because it was a negative portal on my Facebook. I was going down my homepage and all I saw was negativity, and it was draining me. And then a lot of people on my team were draining me because they weren't following anything and this and that. And I learned how to overcome all of that. Delete negative people off your Facebook friends, and you don't be negative yourself, okay? Because people don't want to join the negative Nancy. They want to join the people who are positive, fun to be around, make them feel good. If you can make somebody just feel good, then you're doing it right. So 5,000 people need to be your target market. So you must understand their problems. Again, I'm repeating some of the same things so it can really hit you in the head. Because once I show you this strategy, some of you may not get this right away. That's okay, because when I first learned this, I didn't get it right away. I didn't get attraction marketing right away, and that's okay. Okay, you can watch it over and over again. And as you come to the weekly trainings, you'll be able to start putting it together. And once you put it together, it's going to be like, oh, it's going to be so exciting. That's how I felt when I finally I was like, oh my gosh, people who like on my page are leads? I didn't even know that. When people like and love and do all this stuff on your page and they may not comment info, you should be reaching out to them. That's a lead. Okay, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. So people who are on your page, you can reach out to them. You don't just say, hey, join my program. You just be like, you know, hi, how you doing? I saw you like my page. How are you? What made you like my page, like my post? You know what I mean? Like what's going on in your life? You know what I mean? The other key is, one of my biggest secrets is value. Value is your best secret. The person with the most value wins. I know how to generate leads. I know how to recruit like 300 people a month. I know how to make YouTube videos. I know how to go live. I know how to do this. And it's not just a brag or anything. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you how I want you guys to know what I'm doing. I want you to know it's a psychology thing. And I give value because I know some of these things. And once you know these things, you can begin to teach people just a little bit, not everything. And once you go live, and maybe you're going live and you're like, guys, this is exciting. It's a way for you to get 10 leads a day. It's very, very cool. Come to my webinar. Boom. Or you go live on your page and you say, I learned to get this many leads. I understand the mindset, even the mindset part. I'm telling you, when you talk about mindset to people, it really, really makes them love you. It really makes them like you a lot. I'm telling you. That's why a lot of what I do is the law of attraction. A lot of what I do is mindset, because people start to see that their mindset is jacked up. So if you're following the content formula below, which I'm going to show you, yes, I'm going to show you. If you're following the content formula below and posting and you feel no one is responding, okay? It is because you either have less than 25 to 5,000 friends. I'm going to say that again. If you are following the content formula that I'm about to show you below of this slide, the next slide, and you're posting the ads, blah, 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 and you feel that no one is responding, it is because you either have less than 25 to 5,000 friends. So like I said, when people come to me and they feel like they don't have any results, I go straight to their friends list. I go straight to their friends list. I go straight to their profile picture. I go straight to their cover photo. Because in my training, I show branding too, okay? It's very important. You should be looking like an authority figure. So your profile picture needs to be you, not your daughter, not your son, not a freaking cartoon. It should be you, because you're the authority figure. You're the attraction factor. People are going to join you, not a cartoon. Your cover photo can be, your family. It could be a nice exotic picture. I like exotic pictures. I like when people come on my page and they feel inspired. Like they come to my page and they're like, boom. People should come to your page and they're like, ooh, who is this? As soon as they hit your page, just be like, boom. That's attraction marketing. If people go to your page and they look at your picture and they look at your cover photo, they're like, ooh, that's the effect that you want to give people. You see what I'm saying? If you go to your page and it just look plain and it's just like, this is the normal person, blah, 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 then you just lost a few attraction marketing points. You see what I'm saying? So it's all a strategy. So if you're posting the content formula and no one is responding, it's because you have less than 200 to 2,500 friends to 5,000 friends. Or they are not your target market. I've had people who I've actually trained and they have 5,000 friends, but they weren't getting any engagement. And they didn't understand why. And I'm like, those are bad friends. Those are people who are not inspired. They're not, that's not your target marketing. Or they're spamming them and they are sick of you. You get what I'm saying? If you have a bunch of friends and nobody's responding, it could be that you're spamming them and they're sick of you. It shouldn't be, I shouldn't go to your page and just see business, only business. No, that's no. They don't come online to just be like, I want to join you. Okay, it can't not be like that. If the last 3 of your posts is just business, that is incorrect. You gotta fill the gaps. You should be posting business every day, but you gotta do it in the right way. See what I'm saying? That's why I had to learn. I was just waking up posting about my business, and I didn't know what was going on. The other reason it could be you have low edge rank. When I show you the content formula, I'm going to show you how to actually post so that you kind of slide it in, okay? So, or you have low edge rank. When I say edge rank, it's when you're not an engager yourself, meaning you're not engaging with people. So, like when to increase your edge rank, you have to do a few things. And the first thing is you have to like other people's posts. You have to comment on other people's posts. You need to message them or get them to reply to you, and you increase the relevancy of them seeing your posts. Okay, Facebook, when you do that, that makes Facebook say, oh, this person, they know each other, so I'm going to start making their posts show up. That's why if you've ever liked somebody's post and whatever, you start seeing their posts, you're like, I didn't want to see their post, or I'm glad I see their post now. That's why, because Facebook has an algorithm. Or the problem is all of these. Like, you don't have enough friends, they're not your target market, you spamming people, and you have low edge rank. That's like, yeah. You don't want to just be, yeah, you see what I'm saying? Just you being here today, trust me, you have a factor above a lot of people. You really do. So remember what an exposure is. It's when they actually saw a presentation, okay? They actually saw a presentation. If you don't know how many people, you should have like a piece of paper and you're saying like exposures, and they say, yes, I saw it, that you're doing it right. So here's the social media content formula. Ding, 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 ding. When I learned this, I learned by a lot of trial and error. And then one of my mentors showed me this, and I was like, oh, okay, I've been doing some of this stuff. No wonder I've been getting good, but at first I sucked. I wasn't doing none of this stuff. So I'm going to show you, if you don't know what to post on your wall, this is what you post. You post positive quotes, okay, motivation, inspiration in the form of video or you reading your personal development stuff. When you start reading your personal development stuff in your books, your content on your page is going to be so good because you're growing, and a lot of people are not growing, so they're kind of using you to kind of get a sneak peek, you know, because they don't want to read. So positive quotes, motivation, inspiration, how-tos on marketing, personal adventure, like you going out, you having fun, like people kind of want to live through you. They want to see you taking your kids to the park. They want to see you going to Hawaii. They want to see you going different places. You know what I'm saying? Living life. People join people, but they also are buying into the lifestyle. People don't just join businesses just to be sitting around singing Kumbaya and nobody making money. So you really have to present yourself as you living the life. You positive. Negative people have negative bank accounts. Trust me. Negative people are not living the life. So if you're presenting yourself as negative and you're sucking, it's just like, ugh, I don't want to be around you. Matter of fact, I want to unfriend you. You see what I mean? You're not going to attract the right people because the people that you want to have in your business are positive. So how can you attract them being negative? So personal adventure is one of the great ones. That's lifestyle. People buy into the lifestyle. Okay, family. What your team is doing. Like we're gonna start going on trips and stuff. We're going on trips. I don't know what y'all doing, but we're going somewhere. You know what I mean? I'm trying to go somewhere. You know what I mean? We can go together as a team, and when we go places, you take pictures. Or you just take pictures of what's going on with the team. Like we hit over 700 members. We have over 1,000 members. Some of them have not paid, but the paid members is over 600, 700 people. That's exciting. People want to join where the momentum is. And that's another thing. Once you get your momentum going, like some people make money and then they take a break. If you're trying to get to $10,000 a month, you start making money and you start making money and you start making money. You're like, boom, boom. You got to keep the momentum. Okay, some people just start, they make $100 and they're like, woo, I'm done for 2 days. I'm chilling for 3 days. And they lose the momentum. A $10,000 per month earner is going to keep going until they hit that goal for at least 90 days of massive action. You can take a break. 90 days is kind of like the breaking point. Like you need to take probably like a few days off of vacation, go celebrate and stuff. But 90 days of massive actions is where it's at. You should be showing people your personal development journey, even if you haven't made money. So a lot of people think they got to make money. No, you becoming a better person and taking people on your journey, they're going to want to follow you. Even if you have not made money, you're telling people, I'm reading this new book, guys. Guess what I learned in this book? You go live, you read a book, and you're like, I read this book. You should not be going live just saying, guys, join me. I have the best thing since sliced bread. No. You give them value and you talk about what you're reading, how your mindset has changed. I used to do this and now I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? Team stuff, entertainment, entertain people. People love watching TV. People love entertainment, right? So you should be entertaining people. Maybe you know how to dance, so you just get on live and you just start dancing. You know what I mean? Or maybe you have a certain skill and you just entertain people. So comedy and trivia. So comedy is you telling a joke and they start laughing. People love people who can make them laugh. I know that for a fact. People love being around people who are funny, who are cool. So you can do that through your page. Your social media account is literally a portal of people getting to know you right before your eyes. Trivia is like you say, which one do you like best? You know, baked macaroni or oven macaroni or whatever. Trivia is just you give them a trivia. Live videos on social media are super important. The new thing online is live videos, because that's how people get to trust you. And if you're talking to people, you're meeting new people and they don't know you like that, but you do a video, they feel like they know you better. So it's literally like a secret weapon. And that's one of the biggest parts of that's going to take you to the next level. Trust me, if you want to get to the next level, you better start doing video. And anybody is going to teach you that if they're, in that niche. Controversy is what do you feel about Trump's presidency? That's a lot of controversy. You cooking up a bag of worms. Controversy, like you just say something, to make people think. The other thing is social proof on your success, social proof on your team's success. Okay? People think that they got to make money first. And I'm like, no, you don't. Like, everybody starts off with no proof. You use your team proof in the beginning. Or you can do a video about what the team is doing. I like to show team success more than I like to show my own success. Sometimes, actually, people love proof. Proof of your success, their success, anything. Value-based webinars. When I say webinars, that's one of the advanced strategies. Value-based webinars. And then value and more value. Just kill them with value. That's what I like to do. I kill them with value. Well, not kill them. I bring life into their lives. I speak life into them with value. That's a big thing. You have to be ready to provide value, guys. Like, that is what's going to make people join you. People want to join people who know what they are doing, and I'm going to keep saying that. So now, compression. Success loves speed. Now, like I said, you want to do 90 days of massive action. 90 days of massive action, okay? And I had such a nice slide. It's so sad that somebody wrote on it. It was so cute. I really did make this slide. I was just like, oh, this is so cute. But 90 days of massive action, okay? Massive action, every 10 person making $10,000 a month, they compress time, okay? You want to have massive action. You can, like I said, you can talk to 2 people a day for a year, or you can talk to 25 people in a day. Especially if you got 500, 1,000 friends, like, it's no excuse. Like, you know what I mean? Exposures. That is the number one income producing. That's not the number one. I say number 2. The number one income producing activity is you working on your mind very, very hard, because you have to get rid of all that negative stuff. That's the number one. Number 2 is exposures. Actually getting people in front of the thing. Value is my secret weapon. Okay. Follow-ups is the money is in the follow-up. You got to follow up with your people. If you showing people the presentation and you're not following up with them at least 6 to 12 times, you leaving so much money on the table. And a lot of people do not understand that. They just talking to people. They're like, oh, no, they don't want to join. They didn't respond back to me. It's your business, okay? Like I said, if you're not giving value, people will find the plug. I'm going to say that again. If you are not giving value, people will find the plug, okay? If they don't believe that you have the answers, if they think that you're confused, they might stop signing up with you right then and there. If they feel like you don't know nothing, they might stop signing up with you right then and there, because they don't want to join the person who's confused. Do you want to join the person who's confused, or do you want to join the person who has the answers to help you make $10,000 per month? You really got to think about that. Are you a confused person all the time? You don't never know. Now, I understand in the beginning we might not know things. That's fine. But I'm telling you, people will find the plug. There's active marketing and passive marketing. Active marketing is when you're actually talking and having a conversation with people. Either you're typing them or you're on the phone. If you want to get it, I'm going to tell you this right now, and I'm going to be very, very honest with you. A lot of people do not like talking on the phone. You can sell a $250 sale, $100 sale, $50 sale without talking on the phone. Once you start getting, you can do $500 too, okay? But once you start trying to get $1,000 sales, $2,000 sales, $5,000 sales, $10,000 sales, you're going to have to learn how to pick up that phone, okay? Because people want to talk to a real person when they're spending all their money like that. You're going to have to get over that fear. And the people who get on the phone, they make way more money than people who don't. But I'm showing you the way where you don't have to get on the phone. But at the same time, if you want to make big money, you want to pick up the phone. I'm still like getting over the fact of getting on the phone myself, and I can admit that I'm still like a, I guess what they want to call a new age. I'm more of a texter or whatever. But at the same time, when I'm trying to make a big sale, I'm picking up that phone. Forget that. So active marketing is you actually having a conversation. That's what you should focus more on. Passive marketing is you making a post or making a video and hoping someone responds. So you have to have both. So build a large network. Your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. Build relationships daily, okay? You should be building relationships every day, because that's going to have friends and friends and friends. They may know somebody. They may have referrals. Always ask for referrals. People join people they know, like, and trust, and or people who they aspire to be like, okay? They're going to want to join you. If you know the answers, they want to join you. If they like you, if they know you, they'll join you too. people join you. Who are you? Do you know who you are? Do people know you? Do people know you? Okay? Are you presenting yourself as an authority in your niche? Okay? Are you lost and confused? People don't want to join people like that. Would you join you? That's the ultimate question. That's a look in the mirror right there. That's taking personal responsibility. When you ask yourself, would you join you? To be honest, like be honest, would you join you? Or would you rather join the person who's the leader? Are you becoming a leader? And if you feel like you wouldn't really join you and you're honest, then you need to write down what are the types of people you want to join. What type of skills do they have? And then you need to become that person. Okay? Recruiting process, all right? Now you can be able to tell people we have recruiting training. And this is on the $500 level. You see how low this is? This is on the $500 level, okay? And I want to say recruiting is a mindset first. Recruiting is a mindset first. People think it's just everything else. You have to have the mindset. You have to actually build a relationship for recruiting. You cannot not like recruiting and recruit a lot of people. You have to understand that recruiting can save your life. It can pay your mortgage. It can fulfill your wildest dreams. Once you understand that, you have to have a good relationship with it. And you have to believe that you can do it. Like I said before, that's the first step. Everything else doesn't mean anything if you can't do that. So the first step is you want to contact everyone you know. Okay? Write down a list of every single person you know. Everybody on your friends list, everybody on your phone. You're going to come up with a huge list. Contact those people. Remember I said 25 exposures a day? That's where your first 25 to 75 people are going to come from. You want to contact them, okay? To make 10K per month, you need many exposures. You start with those people, okay? Now, I know a lot of people don't want to deal with their family, all that stuff. Don't attach emotion to that. I don't even like this part right here, to be honest. I don't even like dealing with my family when it comes to business. I like family. I love you, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, you never know. Like I had some family members join me and I was surprised. So you really just want to do it just to get the numbers out the way and build your proof, because some of them are going to join and a lot of them are not. So you start off with the people you already know. So you should have a huge list of you every day going down your friends list every day. I made a lot of money just going down my friends list, reaching out to people who I know in the past. And some of them have paid $2,000. You see what I'm saying? You never know. But most of them are going to say no. So I'm just going to prepare you. But you can get big money just starting off with your current friends. That's just messaging them. Like it only takes 10 minutes to hurry up and message them. Hey Sue, how you doing? I'm just checking up on you. Hey Ann, how you doing? I'm just checking on you. Like, comment. Hey Joe, like, comment on their page. How you doing? You know, what have you been up to? You can do that every day. 25, right? And eventually, some of them may not answer today, but they're going to say, how you been? You know, and they just say, I'm good. I just saw your post, and I just was thinking about you, you know, and they're going to say, oh, cool. And then you're going to say, this may or may not be for you, but I don't know if you're interested in a side project with, where you can make $10,000 a month, you know, in your spare time. Boom. What they going to say? No, I don't want to see. You see how you kind of putting it off where you say this may or not be for you. It's like you really don't care if they say no. But if you're like, please join me, you know, it's a difference. You doing that can make you so much money. And some people will not do it. And I don't care. I'm just telling you. That's how you start. The next thing is you build rapport and you network with your target market. While you're talking to everybody you know, you should be building up your network of your target market, of building those friends, people who read Jim Rohn books, people who read Tony Robbins, people in those work from home groups who recently posted. You can go comment info on their page, on their post, and say, friend me. And then they'll be your friend. And you just like and comment. You're not trying to target them or anything. You're going through your present list while building your other list. And you're posting and following the 21-day Facebook bootcamp. You see what I'm saying? You see how this is working? So a lot of people don't understand what they're supposed to be doing, but I'm telling you right now, You write a list of everybody you know, 25 people a day. You reaching out to them, just say, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Like, comment on their post. Like, comment on their post. Like, you getting your exposures out the way. Well, you getting your edge rank out the way, so make your post relevant to them. You getting your contacts out the way, your exposures. Okay, and then you making your posts still following the content formula. Now you're gonna have more people trying to hit you up. Now you're gonna be having like 50 people hit you up. You see how I work my business, as opposed to somebody just get up, they don't start their day with mindset, they just post an ad, hope somebody responds. It's a big difference. I'm not doing that. I'm making videos. I'm reaching out to these people, catching up with them. I'm building my target market up on my friends list. I'm deleting negative people. You know what I mean? And so you build your rapport and network with your target market. Find things in common with them. Ding, 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 ding. If you don't know the person, and to make them like you, all you have to do is find a few things in common with them and get them to know, like, and trust you. People like people who like them. So first you got to like people, like them. Then you find things in common with them really fast. And then you just say, I just want to stop by. Boom. What's going to happen? They're going to start seeing your posts. Remember, you reaching out to the old people that you already know while you building it up. So nobody can have an excuse like, who am I supposed to talk to? I'm telling you right now. You see the strategy? What I do? I recruited one time I recruited 300 people in 1 month just doing this. And I didn't even go over the stuff extra stuff that I do. With this, you're not going to be able to keep up. I have an assistant right now. Like, I can't keep up. So the next thing is you want to find their pain and make them believe you are the authority figure in your niche. This is why you should be following the content formula. So when they go to your page, people are nosy. And remember, you liking and commenting on their posts. They're going to say, people have the tendency, when you like and comment on their posts, they have the tendency to at least, go like and comment on your post when they see it. Because they're going to start seeing it. And if you got all this stuff, you going live, you teaching people this, you're being an authority figure, you're helping people solve problems, they're going to think you're the authority figure. This is why a person can go from $0 to $10,000 a month, because people don't know your income. People don't know the real story. You need to make your page look like it, okay? So, hold on, let me see. Is it comments in here? Is this making sense to people? Is this making sense to y'all? Is this making sense to everybody?
It's making sense to me. I'm definitely taking heed to everything you're saying.
Okay, good.
It sure makes sense to me.
Okay. Is it kind of like ringing bells for some people who,
Yes, I'm definitely going to be up tonight.
Okay, good.
And I'm brand new, so I've been hearing it, but it's starting to just kind of make sense. Like, okay, that's why you need to do this, and that's why you need to do this like this.
Right.
So yeah, it's making a lot of sense.
This is Estella. It's making a lot of dollars.
I know.
Before you started, but got me up. I'll be up all night on some of that.
I'm taking notes. I'm notating.
I know that's right. I got about 4 pages, girl.
I got a whole notebook.
Yes. This is actually this is a real life. What I do is like, yes. So this is definitely gonna be able to help a lot of people. And trust me, there's with a 97% from failure rate. You guys knowing this, I'm telling you, you're gonna be able to. Oh my gosh, just kill the game. So like I said.
A lot of it is making sense now, Dom. You know how I be. I'm like, oh, God.
I'm just glad it's recorded so we can watch it again if we need to.
Yes. Okay, so good. I'm glad this is making a lot of sense. Once you watch it again, it's going to even make more sense. I'm telling you, I had to suck and fail to find this stuff out. So you guys kind of get spoiled because you get the breakdown. So basically, hold on one second. Let me make sure I get it real quick. Okay, so
I just want to say thank you, Dominique. You rock.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad I can help you out. That's my goal. And you guys are gonna learn more than this. I don't even think y'all are ready for what you guys are about to learn.
I'm extremely ready. I'm ready. I need the money. I'm ready.
Yes, awesome. You're gonna
Thank you.
Yes, no problem.
It's a good start.
Mm-hmm. Yes, just like this you have a one up on everybody. Like it's so many people struggling online and they have no idea that they have to fix their mindset. They have no idea that they have to build their friends list of targeted people. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody who I have recruited into this business, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Just hold on 1 second, because I gotta meet everybody. Did I do it? Okay, this is proof that I actually follow what I teach. Every single person who has joined me in this business, every single one of them has been in a company before. You see what I'm saying? So that means that I know my target market very well. And a lot of people join me because they felt that I knew what I was doing. And you have to create that thing. And the people who I've joined, like my mentor who makes 7 figures, I'm telling you guys, I will watch his videos and I'll be glued to the screen because I suck so bad that at that time I didn't suck, but I watched his video a long time ago when I sucked. I was watching his video and I was like, he's doing something to me. I didn't know what he was doing to me. And he was explaining what to post on your wall and stuff. And when he was talking, I was just like, what's going on? I just wanted to buy whatever he had. So you really have to become like that. A lot of people think it's about their product, it's about this and that. With this one, it kind of is about the product because they're going to learn skills that they need. Like I was talking to somebody today, they wanted to build their health and wealth business. And because I'm making this product right here, they'll be able to use this product for their health business and understand that their target market, they should be building 2,500 friends of people who want to lose weight. They should be typing in the Facebook saying who wants to lose weight and making those friends. You get what I'm saying? You see how you know your target market? That's very important. So like I said, be the solution. You are the solution. You are the attractor factor. They're going to be attracted to you because you know what they don't know. You think that it's just because join me. That's fine. Okay. People are attracted, trust me, to making a lot of money. But they also attracted to people who feel like they're going to be the light, like they're going to be the way. So you have to be that person. So let me click back on here. So the recruiting process continues. Like I said, give value. Do not blabber all day or explain how the whole thing works and use tools. You should never, if somebody say, call me, you should always ask, did you see the presentation first? You should not be explaining how everything works. You should use the tools because it's going to save you time. Use the tools. Like with us, we have that prospect group. And the secret with that prospect group is when you add people to the prospect group, I'm going to be posting stuff. People are welcoming people. A lot of people join this because they saw so many people welcoming people into this group. They saw these videos like, whoa, this is where it's at. Like they really felt like wow, it's different because they've never seen that before. It's like a funnel, okay? So once you find their pain, you offer a solution with what you have. So if you're talking to somebody who's in a company and they're struggling trying to build their credit repair business, we have the solution. We have a formula that's going to show them how to make $10,000 per month, okay? And, we have the answer. So you're figuring out what their pain is. And then you simply ask them to take a look. Recruiting is basically setting your intention and your goal. I'm going to have at least, like one of my other favorite information is I get at least 1 new customer every day. And I've been saying that for a long time. And now I get like 10 people a day and 5 people a day. And I can't even keep up. Okay. And like I said, what you speak is what's going to happen. So that's why it's important. If you paid attention in the beginning, you have to start your day right every day if you're going to make $10,000 per month. You cannot just get up and be in la-la land. You can't do that and expect to make $10,000 a month, okay? You have to get up, set your intention for the day, set your goal for the day, have it in front of you, and say, I'm going to go get it. So follow up to see what they like best at least 6 to 15 times with new exciting info every week. So remember when I was saying if you're doing 25 exposures, you should not leave that person like willy-nilly. It's a lot of people who add people to that prospect group, but they don't go back and say, what did you like best? Or did you see it? They don't know. They have no idea who saw it. It's just like they wake up and they don't know. And that's how I was. I woke up and I'm just like, maybe I can post an ad today. Hopefully And I didn't know why I wasn't making money. I literally had no idea. I did not know that you have to share information. And when people see the information and are interested, then they join. I didn't know that. I was just lost. Like, what am I supposed to be doing? Okay. You're basically, all you're really doing is, setting your mindset, getting your list together, reaching out to people, making new friends, showing them presentations, following up. Okay. And you write down how many exposures, write down how many follow-ups, staying plugged in, expose them to the video and add them to your list, okay? When you get into the advanced marketing, you're going to be building a list with a capture page, funnel of you saying, hey guys, like I'm telling you, if you could just imagine yourself with a capture page that looks super nice, and then you're on the other side saying, like, exactly what you're doing, like you just look like a boss and you're explaining like, what's going on, and you'll be so proud of yourself. And that's what people who don't know what they're doing, when they see that you're doing it, they can be like, well, I want to do that. People come to me all the time, they're like, oh, I want to do that. You know what I mean? So it's a numbers game. You should not say, what am I doing wrong? You shouldn't say that if you haven't had 100 exposures. For every 100 actual exposures, so you have to know what exposure is. Remember, I'm sure everybody knows what exposure is now. When they saw the information, you ask them, they say, yes, I saw it. That's an exposure. So for every 100 actual exposures, 1 to 3 people will join or more. So if you do not have any signups yet, it's because you have not exposed 100 people yet. Or you don't know how many people you exposed. That's even worse. Okay? Or you're not following up with the people that you did expose. Those are the factors, okay? So, like I said, an exposure means they actually saw the presentation. The only way to find out is to ask them. Okay, you can't just say, I sent them the information. That's not an exposure. That is not an exposure. That is, I sent them the information, and I hope and pray that something happens. You take control, okay? You ask them what did they like best. Follow up is critical. I've had people follow up with me and they just said, hey, and then I remembered that I saw what they had to offer. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, and I'm just talking to them, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I saw it, and I think I'll be ready to start next week. It's very simple. It's a simple thing. She just said, hey, to me, and I'm like, okay, I think I'll be ready to start next week. This is a while ago. So list building, that is going to be on a separate level, but I just want to tell you, eventually you want to start building a list. Once you build a list, you are set for life. I'm telling you. Once you build a list, you are set for life. And that's what I'm talking about when you have that capture page and you're actually capturing the emails. Because if you're doing 25 exposures a day, you're building 25 leads a day. And over time, 25 times 30, okay, what's 30 times 30 is 900 leads. By the end of the year, okay, that's over 10, 12,000 leads. Now you're set for life. That's really the online marketer's dream, because once you build a list, you can literally send at a click of a button, you can send a blast of a sale that you have going on, like that 50% off we had yesterday. You could literally blast to your list and everybody would have known, and everybody would say, okay, I'm ready to sign up. So your list is worth $1 to $5 per subscriber, okay? For every lead is worth $1 to $5 per month per person, okay? So learn funnels, and that's the next level type of things that you're going to learn as well in this. And this is being here, you kind of know what you have to offer. So all in all, you must understand the power of be, do, have. Okay, that's when you become the person that does the thing that has what you want. So in order to have what you want, and I teach this all the time, you must become the person that does the thing. Okay, so you need to learn what their mindset is, all that good stuff, and you need to learn what they're doing per day. So build your network and your list consistently. Mindset and belief, okay, times performance times skill set equals results. So learning how to recruit is the most wealthiest decision that you can make, okay? And learn to have a good relationship. And it's going to become fun for you because you're going to be making videos, you're going to be helping people, building, giving value, being an asset to people's lives, all that good stuff. And, it's just going to be awesome for you. So with that being said, I'm going to do question and answer, and I'm going to stop the recording. This is the end of the 10K per month blueprint for everyone. I'm going to do question and answer, and this is going to actually be in the back office for one of the levels.